corporate offices needed here. Okay. Multi-divisional structure calls for Multi-divisional structure calls for creating separate divisions, each representing distinct business. Each division would house its functional hierarchy. Managers would be responsible for managing day-to-day operation. A small corporate office that would determine long-term strategic direction of the firm and exercise overall financial control and semi-autonomous divisions. So they both have corporate office. They make the strategy, they help to implement it, and then they have their own functions. So what was that? That was multi-divisional structure. Strategic business unit. Delegation. Corporate office. CEO. Corporate research and development. Corporate finance. Corporate marketing. Corporate human. Strategic planning. Strategic business A. Strategic business 2. Strategic business C. Strategic business D, and then strategic business, they have own divisions. They have their own divisions. Yeah. So corporate office is responsible for formulating and implementing overall corporate strategy and manage SBUs through strategic financial controls. Individual SBUs are treated as profit centers and controlled by corporate headquarters that can concentrate on strategic planning rather than operational control, so that individual divisions can react more quickly to environmental changes. Control corporate headquarters and concentrate on strategic planning rather than operation. They don't focus on operation control, so that the individual divisions can react more quickly to environmental changes. So their individual businesses just to uh, controlled by corporate headquarters, and they can only focus on strategic planning. Multi-divisional structure calls for strategic business unit calls for it is a single business or collection of related business which may be feasibly standalone from the rest of the organization. So it is standalone from the rest of the organization से ये अलग है. It has own set of competitors, has a manager who has responsibility for planning and profit performance and control of profit influencing. So they also have a manager who is responsible for strategic planning and profit performance and control of profit influencing factors. Matrix structure, in contrast, may be very appropriate when the organization concludes that neither functional or nor divisional forms. When they are not functional, not divisional, then matrix structure. Even when combined with the horizontal linking, mechanisms like strategic business units are right for implementation of the strategy. So, uh, mechanism, like even when combined with horizontal linking, if we also like combine it with horizontal linking, so mechanisms like strategic business units are okay for the implementation of its strategy. Even the strategic business units can make strategies for it. In matrix structure, functional and product forms are combined simultaneously at the same level of organization. Employees have two superior uh, manager, a product manager or project manager, and one functional manager. In order to for a matrix structure to be effective, organization need planning, training, clear mutual understanding of roles and responsibility for excellent internal communication and mutual trust and confidence. So they must have mutual effective organization need planning, training, clear mutual understanding of their roles and responsibilities. So it's the matrix structure, top management, then manufacturing units, sales units, finance units, personal units. There are different projects. These are different projects. For different projects, there are different manufacturing, sales, finance, personal. Okay. Network structure. Network structure is radical organization design. Radical organization design means it is fundamental, basic, basic. Basic. Yeah. Organization design that the network structure is an example of what could be termed as non-structure by its virtual elimination of in-house business function. So we eliminated in-house business function, so it became non-structure. There's no structure, only the in-house business functions are there. Many activities are outsourced. Corporation organized in this manner is often called a virtual organization because it's composed series of project groups. The net so it is virtual organization because it composed series of project groups. The network structure becomes most useful when the environment of a firm is unstable and is expected to remain so. Environment is unstable. Designers, accounting, suppliers, everything is outsourced. Manufacturers are outsourced, customer support outsourced, distribution outsourced, and then this is corporate headquarter or broker. It is virtual organization. Hourglass structure, on the other hand, role played by middle management is diminishing as the same task performed by them are increasingly replaced by technological tools. Hourglass organization consists of three layers with constricted middle layer, small, narrow middle layer. The structure has a short and narrow middle level management. Information technology links the top and bottom level in the organization, taking away many tasks that are performed by middle level managers are taken by information technology. It is a shrunken middle layer coordinates diverse lower level activities. Coordinates top diverse lower level activities and shrunken middle. Wide at top, narrow at middle, widest at bottom. Okay, every organization has to maintain a fine balance between a range of hard and soft management, as even a structure is appropriate for the time it is established. By the time it's implemented, the reality changed. especially in the today's world. So there should be balance between hard and soft management because you maintain the structure, but when the strategy is implemented, things change. So you have to consider that also. You have to keep in mind that also. Culture, company's culture emerges from the stories that get told over and over again to illustrate the newcomers import to illustrate the to newcomers the importance of certain values. So if newcomers are come, we tell stories over and over again. When the culture is in conflict with some of the company's direction, performance, target, or strategy, the culture becomes a stumbling block that it impedes successful strategy implementation and execution. So, when the culture is in conflict with some aspect, okay, of company's direction, performance, target, and strategy. So company's direction, performance, target says something else, culture says something else. Then culture becomes stumbling block, rukawat. It impedes successful strategy implementation and रोकता है successful strategy and implementation. Okay, so it becomes the badha. A strong strategy supportive culture nurtures and motivates people to do their job in way conducive to effective strategy execution. So strategy supportive culture should be there to nurture and motivate people to do their ways the job in ways conducive and effective. Changing a problem culture is a very difficult because of the heavy anchor of deeply held values and habits. People cling emotionally to the old and familiar. Strategic leadership, transactional leadership, transformational leadership focus focus more on designing system and controlling the organization activities and are more likely to be associated with improving the current situation. Transactional leaders try to build an existing culture and enhance current practices. Transactional leadership style uses the authority of its office to exchange rewards such as pay and status. They prefer a more formalized approach to motivation, setting clear goals with explicit rewards and penalties for achievement or non achievement. Transformational leadership uses charisma and enthusiasm to inspire people to exert them for the good for the organization. Transformational leadership style may be appropriate in turbulent environments. Transformational leaders offer excitement, vision, intellectual stimulation, and personal satisfaction. They aspire involvement in mission, giving followers a dream vision for a higher calling as to elicit more dramatic changes in the organization performance. They aspire involvement in mission, giving followers dream vision of a higher calling as to elicit more dramatic changes in the organization performance. Such a leadership motivates followers to do more than plan. Strategic control, post execution on strategy, structure, and leadership. What matters the most is adequate strategy control. The process of control has the following elements. Objective of business system which could be operationalized into measurable and controllable standards, a mechanism for monitoring and measuring the performance of the system, a mechanism for comparing the actual results with reference to the standards, for detecting deviations from the standards, learning new insights on the standard themselves. strategic control. Business system operationalized into measurable and controllable standards, mechanism for monitoring and measuring the performance, comparing the actual results, reference to the standard, detecting deviations from the standard, learning new insights on standard themselves, a mechanism for feeding back corrective adaptive information and instructions to the system, affecting the desired changes to set the right system to keep it on course. Feeding back corrective adaptive information and instruction to the systems for affecting the desired changes to set the, so in the system we are feeding back corrective and adaptive information. Types of strategic control: premise control, check on assumptions of environment, special alert control being alert on big impactful changes, strategic surveillance, random update on things happening around, implementation control, monitoring thrust and milestone review. Strategic performance measure. Type of strategic performance measure. A company's performance depends heavily on execution of strategy. Companies that continuously outperform their competitors are those who execute well. Competitors are those execute well. Executives in variety of business should explore about utilizing the strategic performance measure. Companies that continuously outperform their competitors are those who execute well. Executives in a variety of business and explore about utilizing strategic financial measures, customer satisfaction, market measures, employee measures, innovation measures, environmental measures. Financial measures such as revenue growth, return on investment, and profit margins provide understanding of the organization's financial performance and its ability to generate profit. Customer measures, these are types of strategic measures. Customer measures such as customer satisfaction, retention, and customer loyalty provide insight into organization ability to meet customer needs and provide high quality products and services. Market measures such as market share, customer execution, and customer referrals provide information about organization competitiveness in the marketplace and ability to attract and retain customers. Employee measures such as employee satisfaction, turnover rate, employee engagement provide insights into the organization ability to attract and retain talented employees and create a positive work environment. Innovation measures such as research and development spending, patent applications, new product launches provide insights into the organization's ability to innovate and create new products and services that meet customer needs. Environmental measures such as energy consumption, waste reduction, and carbon emissions provide insight into organization's impact, environmental and its efforts to operate in a sustainable measures, the innovative measures, environmental measures. Research innovation means research and development, environmental means energy consumption, waste reduction. So our strategic management is done.